Well, we've still got a lot of winter left here before I can get out and do much shooting, and so I'm taking advantage of the time to upgrade some of my tools. In this case, I'm working on my 12 gauge loading outfit for doing roll crimps. And when I originally built it, I had this kind of a Mickey Mouse outfit built here to hold the hull while you're rolling it, and it worked, but kind of a wobbly thing, not really very good. So I had a spare lathe chuck off an old lathe that I bought that was missing the outside jaws, so really not practical to put on the lathe. And so I got it mounted on here, centered underneath my roll crimper, and you just put the rim of the hull in one of the notches in the jaws and tighten it up gently by hand, and that holds it just fine while you're rolling it. Now, I posted a video the other day about this homemade roll crimper that I built, and it works quite well in the drill press, but I'm hoping it's going to work better on this thing. Now, I can't test it yet on this because this chuck has only got it's only a 3/8 chuck. I've ordered a 1/2 inch chuck so that I can run this thing. I don't really want to turn this down smaller. I like it kind of sturdy, so I've ordered a 1/2 inch chuck. When it comes in, I'll be able to give this one a try on the machine. Now, this one is a purchased one, and I believe I got this from Ballistics Products. And I had trouble when I was trying to roll crimp slugs because it wouldn't make a tight crimp. And after making my own, I realized that part of the problem was that it was too flat in here, so I've drilled it out a little bit, and it does work better, but it is still not as good as the one I made. It does a fairly good tight roll crimp, but the hull still has a lip at the end. So, you know, I've got this tool that I made up to run in the drill press to give that a proper angle, take the lip away, but I'd like to try and get away from doing that if I can. Anyway, so here's another little improvement I think I made. In playing with all these dummy rounds, I've got a whole bunch of dummy rounds I've been playing with, I come to realize that for roll crimping round slugs, let's see if I can get a better view here. For roll crimping round slugs, like this is out of a Lee mold and it's got a custom wad in it, so not too much that anybody else could do about that. But to get a tight crimp on any kind of a round shaped slug, the distance that the slug is, the distance between the top of the slug and the edge of the case is quite important. So I've made up this little gauge, just a piece of flat bar. Actually, it's a latch off of some kind of a cabinet lock, and I just fixed it up so that I've got, when I put it in there, and if it's touching the slug, I've got 0.160. And in my experiments, I found that 0.150 is about the least, and 0.20 should be probably the max. If it's down in deeper than 0.20, then you start running into troubles as well. And if it's higher, well, you don't get enough of the hull down inside to hold the round slug. So I just made up this little gauge, and it seems to be working okay. So for this operation, and again we're just making duds here, blanks. I got some old used hulls that I'm using up. There we go. Now, and I'm just using a modified screwdriver for a key on this chuck. You don't need a key. You're not tightening them down tight. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see that again, but the slug is in there tight. It doesn't rattle. And the only problem is I've still got this lip here with that roll crimper. So I can take that out with the other tool that I made, but the roll crimping tool that I made doesn't leave that lip. They're exactly flat. Kind of a sharp corner on it, but flat. There's no lip. So I think it's going to be okay the way it is. Anyway, that's the experimenting I've been doing lately to try and get my round nose slugs to seat tight. And, you know, I've made them a lot of times before just using an overshot card, and I get them in tight that way, but there's just something about the looks of a slug that you can see in there. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.